it's hard not to look at your room and just think of it as like essentially an all-star
Right.
group. What is your mindset personally balancing the competition that you want to have and the chemistry that you want to have?
Right. I think the biggest thing is that, like you said, we have a great room and we just bounce off each other basically. I like to take things from everybody's game, and I think at the end of the day, like that's gonna make us compete and also help each other and bring us to the highest level as well, for sure.
Where are you at physically when you look back at your whole USC career
Right.
as right now relative to, is this the best you've been? How do you feel?
Definitely the best I've been. I think I've been playing, and I don't say a lot. It's just how I am. I think this is the best I've felt in a very long time, and probably the best I've felt throughout my whole career. I felt like throughout practices, we had play-around practices, and I just feel like me again, really. I think that's the biggest thing. I feel like at the top of my game, confidence is really high right now, and I think when I'm confident, it turns out very well for me, so.
How helpful was it to kind of leave the spring with that nice touchdown grab from Miller? I know it's just a spring game, but still to finish things off that way.
It definitely just was like, the icing on the cake, really. I thought I had a good spring, and I kind of just progressed every day and found one thing to get better at every day, and I think that just kind of was like a product of what I've really been working towards, and I was really excited to do that and put that on display, and definitely confidence booster for sure.
And who has really impressed you in the wide receiver group, just in terms of either the progress they made over the summer or just kind of the wow factor? Has anyone kind of impressed you?
I think we have so many guys that I just am always impressed with every day, just because everyone puts a good product on display every practice. It's just like you said, it's a great room. But I really like the way Kyron's been really playing. He's kind of my little brother. I just kind of take him under my wing, and he's really progressed, and he looked great in spring. He had a great spring game, and I just really like what he's doing.
You and Kyron kind of have a similar situation. You both had great high school careers on your own. You're both highly rated guys, and now they're kind of a whole bunch of other names. Is there kind of a healthy chip on your shoulders at this point to kind of step up and be like, we're still here kind of a thing?
Yeah, I think that's been the way it's been since I've been hurt. I just feel like I've always been counted out a little bit, but I think that's good. It's like you said, it's a healthy chip, and it's been really good for me, to have that mindset of like having that chip on my shoulders, like really boosted me and just kind of like motivated me even more. Definitely.
Have you had a chance to cross train kind of across the playbook, or are you kind of sticking at one spot at this point?
I think right now, I think I'm learning it as a whole. I think that's always good. I like to learn it as concepts, and that's really where I'm at, really. I mean, I've been playing a lot of like that left side, but I know every position, so that's really where I'm at right now.
And there's been a lot of talk about how is a team with so many new guys gonna come together.
Right.
Can you talk about maybe moments during the summer or kind of important benchmarks where you kind of said to yourself, this feels like a team instead of a bunch of new guys?
Definitely. I think it's just all welcoming guys in. I know, like, I'm one of the main guys that's been here for a while. I think that's a big part of what I like to do, is just make sure everyone's comfortable and everything. And, I'm an older guy now, so I'm trying to take guys under my wing, make sure everyone's good, and when they come in, they feel welcome. I think that throughout summer, we have all, like, really bonded together. It's been really good for us, so yeah.
And what have you seen from your quarterbacks, both Caleb and Miller, over the course of the summer?
Both great quarterbacks. I mean, I think Caleb Miller is some of the best quarterbacks in the country, honestly. I'm not really being biased about it. I'm always trying to keep it real, but definitely great play by Caleb. Both have some similar play styles, I feel like, honestly. Caleb moves a little more, though, but, Miller's had a great spring. I've obviously connected with Miller a lot, and also with Caleb. I mean, there's, like I said, they're just both great. That's the best way I could put it. With, I'm trying to keep it humble a little bit because I think really highly of both of them. So. Me? I'll say me and Danny Ryan right now. Alex is gonna say that he's up there, but I've been getting him. So yeah.
Who's the Charles Barkley of your team at the goal? Who looks the goofiest?
I don't even think I should put nobody on blast. Right? No, but they're doing fine. Everyone's all right to a point that I've been with out there for sure.
I'm sure you've already been asked this question. When you saw 6 new receivers coming into the room,
Right.
what was your initial thought?
Honestly, it's just, I think for me, it's just do me. I think if I could do me and just be the best me, it usually, my whole life, it's been fine. So, I mean, that was just my mindset, is just, just do your thing and don't worry about external factors, and just, go out there, have fun, and play the game you love, basically. So, yes, sir.
You got fall camp opening tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You ready? You healthy?
I'm great. The best I felt. So I'm feeling fast, feeling confident is the main thing. I think being confident for me is my biggest thing, and when I'm confident, things work out very well. I think so.
I've been asking all the players this. Discipline over default been the thing you guys have been relying on.
Right.
What's your definition of that?
Honestly, for me, it's just something that I really hold true to myself. I have it right here, is be consistent just every day. Just do the same thing, choose to do the right things, and they all build up, and it all goes to an end goal, and that end goal should turn out really well if you do that discipline and be consistent with that every day.
Is it still a struggle, or is that just something it's just part of your routine?
Honestly, I think I'm an older guy now. I think it's just, even if I don't want it to be, it's basically what you got to do. I think I've always had my head on pretty straight, and then the injuries kind of helped me get my head on even straighter. So I think for me, it's just something I just wake up every day and I just try to be the best of me, for sure.
When you're doing your one-on-one reps against the DBs,
Right.
Who's the one who's not
I'm not gonna lie, they're all good. I think they're all good. I think it's just different bodies where I'm like, okay, I got to do something different here. Really, guys like Trell, he's a little longer, and then some faster guys, I got to mix some stuff up to just make it work and maybe play a little more physical. But honestly, all those DBs are good, and I try to learn something from them. And even after I finish the route, I'll ask them like, hey man, how did this look when I did it this way and this and that, and then we'll give each other feedback. I think that's the biggest thing I'm learning from those DBs.
Who in the secondary has come the farthest, would you say, over the past few months?
In terms of
either physically or safeties, DBs, just any.
I think I've always been really high on Sticks, even though I don't Sticks, call him Sticks. I'm not gonna call him Sticks anymore. He got a little bigger, so Kalen Bullock.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's doing really well. I've always been really high on him ever since he came in. He's right next to my locker, so he's been getting better every day. He looks great right now, for sure.
And can you talk about maybe a guy who has a similar experience as you, Max Williams?
Yeah.
Kind of the same story. Highly recruited guy, has had to battle through an awful lot to get here. Just what has his presence been like?
Honestly, that is one of my really good friends on the team. Just because of what we've been through and things like that, we relate and talk it out. And I think the main thing from that and being with him is, I think that we really take what happened to us to help other people. I think that's the biggest thing. For me, and I know him as a person, it's definitely probably big for him too. It's being able to keep our mentals right, to talk through things like, hey man, this didn't feel right this day, but it's normal, it's fine. And that's throughout more of the recovery process. But now we're at a point where me and him are way more on that healthy side. So I think it's just good to just be like, hey bro, really proud of the way we handled it type thing. And now we just got to pass that knowledge on, really.